For the next 3 days, I want you to talk to yourself with the same intensity you'd use to save your own life, because in truth, you are. Your words are commands to your subconscious. They form your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your results. Speak weakness, and you'll live small. Speak power, and you'll rise. You are the first voice you hear each day. Make it a voice that builds you, not one that breaks you. When doubt knocks, don't invite it in. Say, I've earned the right to believe in myself. My scars are proof of my resilience. My focus is proof of my direction. I trust the work I've done, and I trust the work I'm doing. Your brain is always looking for cues. Give it commands that align with strength, not survival. You are not just surviving, you are constructing a life of purpose. I've met men who had nothing, no money, no support, no clear path, yet they became unstoppable. Not because of luck, but because of what they said to themselves every morning. They said, I will find a way. I was made for more. This is not where I stop. Words are the engine of the soul, and when spoken with repetition, they pull your future into your present. Speak forward, always. Speak this when life gets unpredictable. I am adaptable, I adjust, I overcome. Nothing throws me off my path because I walk with intention. This is how you stay grounded when the world tries to shake you. I've seen people collapse because their language couldn't carry the weight of their goals, but not you. You're building a vocabulary of resilience. You're speaking strength on command. There will be days when you'll want to stay quiet, but silence when you need power is sabotage. Say this, my voice matters, my energy shapes outcomes. I choose to speak strength even when I feel weak. Power doesn't wait to be invited, it steps in. Your voice is the first step. Use it. Speak like someone whose future depends on what they say today, because it does. Right now, claim the power of your words. Go to the comments and type, my voice builds my future. Don't just watch. Participate. Every declaration plants a seed, and when you write what you speak, you reinforce it. You're not just consuming this message, you're living it. The world needs people who speak with fire, act with purpose, and move with clarity. Be that voice now. When I started my journey, I didn't have it all figured out. What I had was language. I said, I will figure it out. I will grow into the person who can. And those words built bridges where I once saw walls. If you speak to yourself like a victim, you'll act like one. But speak like a builder, and you'll begin to construct the life you want. One thought, one word, one bold sentence at a time. I've said it 1,000 times. Repetition is the seed of belief. You don't believe because you heard it once. You believe because you spoke it constantly. So I built phrases I could live by. I execute, I adapt, I overcome. I speak them in the car, during workouts, in moments of silence. My repetition became my identity. That's how you build a new self, one word at a time, repeated until it becomes real. When fear shows up, don't argue with it, outvoice it. I say, fear is loud, but I'm louder. I lead with faith, not fear. I speak progress into pressure. That's how I win. Not by avoiding fear, but by overwhelming it with my voice. Fear doesn't fade through silence. It fades when you speak over it, relentlessly, firmly, daily. Speak like someone who refuses to negotiate with limitation. There are moments when I look back and realize the shift didn't start when the results came. It started when I changed how I spoke to myself. I stopped asking, can I? And started saying, I will. That change rewrote my outcomes. Don't underestimate the power of consistent internal leadership. When you speak like a champion, you start walking like one, even before the world sees it. Now go to the comments and type this. My voice drives my destiny. Not tomorrow, now. You've listened, you've reflected, but now it's time to act. Typing those words is more than interaction, it's ownership, it's a line in the sand. You're no longer just a thinker, you're a speaker, a builder, a doer. Let that comment be your signature, the signature of someone rewriting their life. There's a point in every journey where the old version of you begs to return. That's when I speak louder. I say, I've come too far. I've changed too much. I don't shrink. I evolve. The voice you use in that moment decides everything. Don't whisper back to your old self. Speak forward, speak boldly. Remind yourself that the person you're becoming deserves louder words than the one you're leaving behind. Most people wait for external change to feel internal power. I do the opposite. I generate power with my voice and change bends to meet it. I say, I am the cause. I am the center. I am the momentum. You are not small. You've only been speaking small. And now you've broken that cycle. Now your words match your vision. Now your voice is no longer a question. It's a command. Each morning before the world has a chance to speak to you, I want you to speak to yourself. Say, I was born with purpose. I have within me the capacity for greatness. I am the master of my mind, and today I choose thoughts that lift me. These are not empty words, they are tools. Use them before doubt has a chance to enter. You're not reacting to life, you're designing it with your voice. People often ask me, how do I stay motivated? I answer this, I don't wait for motivation, I command it. Say this now, action breeds clarity, discipline breeds progress, and I am a person of discipline. Speak like the version of you who's already successful, because that's the version you're building every day. Let your voice carry you when energy fades. Say this before facing any challenge. Pressure sharpens me. I do not break, I build. Every obstacle is a tool for my development. The ones who succeed don't ask for easier paths. They ask for stronger shoulders, and they speak words that give them strength. I have faced giants in my journey, and I won because I didn't let fear write my inner story. I wrote it myself, with courage. Now I want you to do what most people won't. Go to the comments and type, I speak my identity into existence. This isn't just for me, it's for you. When you declare who you are out loud, the subconscious hears it, the body follows it, and the world eventually mirrors it. Don't whisper your potential, write it, own it. Let this be the day you speak like a creator, not a critic. You will never rise above the level of your inner conversation. If your words are small, your results will be too. So I say, I am built for more. I don't settle, I expand, I rise to challenges, I pursue mastery. You don't need more motivation, you need more momentum. And momentum is born in the words you say consistently. Speak momentum. Speak like you're already in motion. There's a time to learn, a time to plan, and a time to speak with intensity. When I feel hesitation, I say, this is my moment. I move, I commit, I execute. That single phrase flips the switch. Your thoughts are passive until you give them voice. Speak the decision out loud and watch how your body follows. You don't need more time, you need more declaration. Speak and step forward. Every decision you've been avoiding, every next step you've been delaying is waiting on your voice. Say this, I move first, I trust the process, I commit, then figure it out. I've never known the full path, but I've always known how to speak direction into chaos. You don't need more time, you need more momentum. And that starts with a voice that stops waiting and starts moving. Now take your belief one step further. Go to the comments and write, I lead with identity. Why? Because when you write it, you see it. When you see it, you feel it. And when you feel it, you live it. This is how rewiring begins, visually, verbally, emotionally. Don't hold back. Your future self is watching, waiting for the moment you stop whispering and start declaring who you truly are. I've seen men rise from nothing, poverty, rejection, rock bottom, and every one of them had one thing in common. They rewrote the story they told themselves. They said, this isn't how it ends. I create something greater. It wasn't luck, It was language. They mastered the art of speaking change before they ever saw it. And so must you. Speak what you want, not what you fear. Speak the outcome before it arrives. You've heard the phrase, fake it till you make it. I disagree. Don't fake. Declare. Say, I am becoming, I am building, I am rising. That's not pretending. It's programming. Your brain doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be consistent. Say it before you feel it. Say it before it looks real. Because the words you speak today will walk beside you into tomorrow's results. Every time I elevate, I speak differently. I say, this new level requires new language. You can't reach greatness with the same vocabulary that kept you stuck. Trade in I can't for I will. Replace I don't know how with I learn fast. Language is leverage. When you change your words, you change your frequency, and the world responds to the frequency of certainty. Speak it now. Say this out loud, even now. I speak with courage. I speak with clarity. I speak with consistency. These three traits are what separate the average from the exceptional. Not talent, not luck, but repeated, intentional speech that aligns with your highest vision. Let every word from here on be a brick in the foundation you're building, a life of power, direction, and undeniable momentum. Look back at who you were before this video. Now look at who you're becoming. That shift is no accident. That shift is voice. I say, this is only the beginning. I speak like someone reborn. I walked like someone redefined. There's no going back now. And why would you? You've found the most powerful tool you'll ever possess, the ability to shape your world, one sentence at a time. Your subconscious doesn't care if the words you speak are true or false. It only cares that they're repeated with emotion. Speak weakness long enough, and you'll believe you're weak. Speak strength, and your brain will rewire itself for power. Every time you declare, I can, you're planting a seed. Feed that seed daily with bold affirmation, and you'll watch belief grow into results. Don't say, I'll try, say I do. The mind responds differently to commands than it does to wishes. When you say, I try, you're leaving an escape route. When you say, I do, you're burning the ships. So speak this. I follow through. I finish what I start. I don't need permission to be great. I give myself permission daily, with my words and with my actions. Before sleep, speak this again. Today, I showed up. Today, I planted seeds. Tomorrow, I will water them. I don't expect instant harvest. I expect long-term growth. We live in a world of instant everything, but I trained myself to value consistency over speed. If you speak patience and persistence into your days, success becomes inevitable. Say it out loud. Own the long game. There's a version of you that already exists, the stronger, bolder, more focused version. And every time you speak with discipline, you're drawing that version closer. Say this. I lead my habits. I don't follow my urges. I act with purpose, not impulse. This is how identity is forged. Not by what you want, but by what you repeatedly do and say. Speak like the leader you're becoming. In moments of doubt, I don't wait for reassurance from the world. I give it to myself. I say, I've earned this. I've prepared for this. I've been called to this. You are not an imposter when you've done the work, but your mind will try to shrink if you don't speak with confidence. So feed it certainty. Speak like someone who knows their place. Because if you don't own your space, it will be taken. Most people speak their problems more than they speak their solutions. That's why they stay stuck. I do the opposite. I say, I focus forward. I find answers. I expect progress. What you focus on grows, and words direct focus. Speak like your life is on the line, because in a way it is. Every day you stay silent, doubt gets louder. So speak with confidence before doubt even has a chance. There's a power that builds when your words match your actions. I say, I finish, I follow through. I do what I said I'd do, even when it's no longer exciting. That's the voice of someone with vision. Most people only speak power when they're inspired. But you speak it in discipline. You speak it when no one's listening. That's what makes you dangerous. That's what makes you real. I speak with intensity, not because I'm loud, but because I'm clear. I don't leave room for hesitation. I say, I act with focus. I finish what I start. I trust the process even when results are slow. You don't need flashy words. You need faithful ones. Words that don't just impress others, but instruct your soul. Build that vocabulary. Then speak it when no one's watching. That's how identity solidifies. There will be days when it feels like no progress is happening. That's when I say, seeds don't shout while they grow. I trust the process. I keep watering. You won't always feel the shift, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Speak this. My voice plants, my patience waters, my persistence harvests. Stay rooted in this truth. What you say today becomes who you are tomorrow. When you feel alone in your journey, remind yourself, I don't walk by applause. I walk by alignment. I've had seasons of silence where no one saw my progress but me. But I kept going, kept speaking, kept building. The echo of my own voice was louder than the noise of doubt. You don't need a crowd, you need clarity, and clarity is built every time you open your mouth with purpose. At this point, you already feel it. Something has shifted. That's not hype, it's alignment. You've given your subconscious a new script, and it's listening. Say, this is who I am now. This is what I speak. This is the life I lead. These aren't wishes. They're blueprints. Keep repeating them. Say them in quiet rooms, in loud rooms, in tough moments. Your next level is built in sentences. You're not at the end. You're at the beginning of a new inner standard. And that standard will only hold if you keep speaking it. So I say, I maintain what I declare. I don't collapse. I reinforce. I don't fade. I repeat. You didn't just listen to this message. You became part of it. And now it lives in you. Carry it forward. Let it echo inside you louder than the noise of your old story. This is the end of the video, but the beginning of your momentum. Speak like this for 3 days, then 7, then 30, then forever. The voice of the old you is fading. Let it go. I am Napoleon Hill, and I've taught you what matters most. The words you say shape the world you see. Now go, create boldly, speak consistently, and lead yourself into the life you were always meant to live. Say this to yourself. I attract clarity. I attract solutions. I move with purpose. I don't wait for the perfect time. I create it. I don't beg for progress. I embody it. When you speak like this, something awakens, not just in your mind, but in your body, your energy, your posture. Words spoken with conviction don't just change thoughts, they change how you walk, breathe, and lead. At night, as the world quiets down, your inner voice gets louder. That's the moment to plant your most powerful thoughts. Say, tomorrow I rise even clearer. I grow even stronger. My dreams are not distant, they're under construction. Let these words become your emotional blueprint. The person you wish to become must first be spoken into life by you with certainty. Let's anchor today's voice with action. Go to the comments and write, I speak my future into existence. That's not just a phrase, it's power. Every time you put your voice into the world, you reshape your reality. Let the world see what you've claimed. Let your own eyes see what you now believe. This isn't just about words. It's about becoming the kind of person who speaks with destiny. When others mock you, misunderstand you, or minimize your vision, don't lower your voice. Raise it. I've seen ridicule silence greatness. Don't let it. Say this. Their doubt does not define me. I believe in what I'm building, and I don't need agreement to move forward. Your words are your internal compass. Keep them aligned with your mission, not with the noise around you. I've watched people live the same year over and over because their inner language never evolved. They said, I can't, I always fail, I'm not ready. And those phrases became their reality. I chose different words. I said, I adapt, I learn fast, I take action before I feel ready. And my life changed, not because I had more talent, but because I had better sentences. Speak with intention. There's a rhythm to success, and it begins with words. I've trained myself to say the right things at the right time. When I'm overwhelmed, I say, I simplify, I breathe, I prioritize. When I'm unsure, I say, clarity is coming. I keep moving. You don't always need the answer, you just need a voice that keeps you in motion. Let that voice be yours. Let it lead you until the fog clears. Now type this into the comments to lock it in. I speak with discipline. That phrase alone separates you from the majority. Anyone can speak when it's easy, but you've decided to speak even when it's uncomfortable. That's how change happens. That's how new identities are born. So write it, say it, repeat it. Let the world see that you don't just listen, you declare who you are. You don't rise by accident. You rise by intention, and intention is first spoken, then lived. I say, I do the hard things first. I lead my day with courage. I don't wait for easy. I train for strong. These aren't just motivational phrases. They're commands to your subconscious. And when your inner world is ruled by powerful words, your outer world bends to match it. Speak like someone who builds empires from within. You want to become unstoppable? Then speak like someone who already is. Say, I lead myself. I trust my preparation. I create momentum. When others break down, I build up. When they speak excuses, I speak execution. It's not that I don't feel fear, it's that I've trained my voice to respond instead of retreat, and that response has built a life others admire, but more importantly, one I respect. Too many people negotiate with fear. I've learned to speak over it. I say, fear, you're a signal, not a sentence. You don't stop me, you sharpen me. You'll never remove fear entirely, but you can remove its control. That starts by using your voice when fear wants silence. Speak like someone who understands fear is a test, and the way you respond is your final grade. Pass with boldness. Repetition is not weakness, it's mastery. You don't brush your teeth once. You don't train once. Why should you only speak power once? I say it daily. I rise, I lead, I repeat. That's how patterns form. You've planted the seed, but now you water it. Daily, loudly, intentionally. Speak again, then again. Speak like your life is being built on it, because it is. I've given you the words, I've shown you the path, but this only works if you choose to repeat it. I don't speak power once. I speak it until it becomes the atmosphere I breathe. That's how change sticks. That's how it lasts. I say, I choose this voice daily. I choose to lead myself first. No one can do that for you. You are the author, and the next page is blank until you speak. I am focused, I am disciplined, I follow through. Repeat those words until they feel like part of your identity. I've seen men transform their entire lives by shifting how they spoke to themselves. They stopped saying, I'm tired, and started saying, I'm built for this. Your internal dialogue sets your internal thermostat. Raise it, and your standards will follow. Every time you speak discipline, you reinforce identity, and identity is the most powerful force in human behavior. Don't say, I hope I can change. Say, I am already transforming. Don't say, one day I'll be confident. Say, today I speak like someone who believes. Your brain is a mirror. It reflects what you say most, so speak like you want the mirror to show strength. When you feel like quitting, speak this. This moment is not a wall, it's a doorway. I walk through, I grow through, I don't stop here. You'll face resistance, yes, but resistance is not a reason to turn around. It's proof that you're pressing against the edge of who you used to be. And when that happens, I double down on my words. I say what I need to hear, not what my fear wants me to say. Some days, your mind will be your enemy. It will echo old stories, replay past failures, whisper old doubts. That's when you must be loudest. I say, that was then, this is now. That version is gone. Today, I lead with clarity, courage, and new conviction. You can't outrun your old identity in silence. You must overpower it with new language. Speak like you've already transformed. You want to feel stronger? Then stop speaking weakness. Stop saying, "I'm tired," and start saying, "I'm built for this." Stop saying, "This is hard," and start saying, "This is where I grow." The words you use are not just expressions, they are instructions. Your body listens, your habits listen, your results listen. So speak like you're preparing for greatness, not avoiding discomfort. I've seen people sabotage themselves with a single phrase. "This probably won't work." I never allow that. I say, "This will work because I will work. I adapt, I learn, I refuse to quit." That language gives me power when nothing else does. You can be exhausted, confused, even afraid, but if your voice is strong, you are still in the fight. And that's all you need to win, just one more round. I've built habits out of high standards, and those habits began with language. I don't say, "I'll try." I say, "I will." I don't say, "Maybe later." I say, "Now." The mind listens carefully to every word, and if you keep giving it exit routes, it will take them. So eliminate the soft talk, replace it with certainty. Speak like every word has consequences, because it does. And speak like your future is listening, because it is. I don't just talk to myself, I train myself. I repeat the words that sharpen my willpower. I finish, I persist, I win. That's not arrogance, that's alignment. If you only speak like this when you're inspired, you'll lose when you're tired. But when you make this your language daily, it becomes armor. The world may hit you, but your words will hold the line. Speak like you're already unbreakable. Even now, I keep building, I keep declaring. I say, there's always another level, and I rise to meet it. You're never done becoming. The moment you stop speaking growth, you start living on autopilot. That's not for you. You are a builder of belief, a speaker of transformation. So speak boldly, daily, because your destiny listens to the volume of your voice, not your doubts. Some of my greatest breakthroughs came right after I wanted to quit, but didn't. And what kept me going? My voice. I said, not today, not like this. I'm closer than I think. That's the difference between the average and the elite. The elite speak power when pain shows up. They say what they need to hear, not what the moment tempts them to feel. Be that voice. That's how you finish. Now type this in the comments to claim your next level. I speak my reality into being. That sentence is no longer theory, it's your truth. You've walked through this process. You've spoken like a leader. Now seal it with action. Leave your mark, not just for the algorithm, but for your mind. Declare who you are and what you build. Your voice is no longer a whisper, it's a blueprint. Greatness isn't loud in the beginning. It whispers. It starts in the silence when you say, I will, even though nothing outside has changed. That's how I began. Alone, uncertain. But I kept speaking. I kept writing my reality one sentence at a time. And eventually, the world began to echo what I had already declared. That's the secret. The world catches up to the voice that never stops. Even if your circumstances feel dark, your voice can create light. Speak this over your life. I rise even when I feel resistance. I take action even when I feel fear. I do not seek comfort. I seek growth. Those who win in life are not the ones who feel the best every day. They're the ones who speak strength when weakness tries to take over. That's leadership of self. That's power. Right now, if you're serious about change, go to the comments and write this. I lead my mind. That's not just a phrase. It's a declaration of control. When you type it, your subconscious takes note. You're not being led by emotion or circumstance anymore. You've become the one who gives the orders. That shift, spoken, typed, and owned, is how transformation truly begins. Some mornings you'll wake up heavy. It happens. But heaviness isn't weakness. It's a signal to rise stronger. I speak this into those moments. I'm still here. I'm still chosen. I'm still moving forward. You don't need fire every day. You just need voice. If you keep speaking like the person you want to become, soon your actions and results will rise to meet that voice. The most powerful thing I ever taught wasn't a secret, it was repetition. Say this: I am wealth, I am focus, I am value, I move forward with intention. Then say it again, again, again. Not because you need to convince the world, but because you need to convince your deepest self. This is how success is built, not in noise, not in applause, but in the quiet discipline of repetition. If you're surrounded by negativity, protect your internal sanctuary. Say, I filter what I allow in. I lead my energy. I guard my mind. I've never reached a goal by letting the world dictate how I think, and neither will you. The louder the noise, the more focused your inner voice must become. The stronger your environment, the stronger your internal leadership must be. Speak like a guardian. If you're ready to lead your life with language, go to the comments and write, "My words are my power." Say it, type it, own it. You don't need a perfect plan to begin. You need a declaration, and this is yours. Speak it into existence. Every comment is a commitment, and every commitment becomes a step toward who you were always meant to be. Don't hold back now. This is your moment. In moments of pressure, I don't speak panic. I speak preparation. I say, I was made for this moment. I've trained for this. I respond with precision. Most people lose control because their voice reflects their fear. But I reflect my foundation. My voice doesn't match my feelings. It matches my mission. You must decide which one will guide you, your mood or your message. I chose my message. So must you. In the quiet hours, when no one is around to validate you, speak louder. Say, I'm not waiting on applause. I validate myself. I recognize my progress. I've watched too many gifted people stall because they waited for permission. I gave myself mine with my voice. You don't need a crowd to become great. You need conviction. So speak your progress even when no one's clapping, especially then. If these words are shifting your mindset, make it real. Go to the comments and type, I speak as the leader of my life. Let the world hear your decision. Let yourself hear it too. You're not waiting for circumstances to align. You're aligning yourself first. That's what leaders do. Declare it now and watch how your identity begins to follow the direction of your voice. You're not lost. You're just not speaking like someone who knows the way. Direction doesn't come from maps, it comes from voice. I say, I am clear, I am guided, I move with purpose. Even when uncertainty surrounds me, I give myself direction. The more I speak alignment, the more the path appears. Stop waiting to know everything. Start speaking like the path is already under your feet. You've now spent time hearing a new kind of voice, your own. Elevated. That's not coincidence, that's conscious creation. Say, I don't go back, I build forward, I carry this voice into every day that follows. You don't need another motivational video. You need consistent self-leadership, and that leadership begins with a command, a phrase, a tone that never surrenders to doubt again. There's no magic formula. There's only repetition, belief, and voice. That's what built empires. That's what built me. I said the same truth so many times, my subconscious had no choice but to obey. And now you know the formula too. It's yours. Use it. Don't just visit this voice. Become it. Make it the loudest sound inside your mind, and you'll never be silent again. Before you go to bed, declare, I am proud of my effort today. I honored my mind. I fed it truth, not fear. I planted thoughts that move me toward who I want to become. Let that be the last vibration your subconscious absorbs before sleep. Because while you rest, your mind will replay your last words on repeat. Make sure those words are building your future, not reinforcing your past. There will be moments when you feel off balance, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. That's when your voice matters most. Say, this is not my end, this is my pivot. I redirect, I recover, I return stronger. You are not a slave to mood. You are a commander of state, and your words are the commands. Speak like someone who isn't moved by waves, but who moves with purpose through the storm. Every result you see in life was first born in the unseen, through thought, belief, repetition. I've taught this for decades, and it never fails. You want better outcomes? Then upgrade your self-talk, upgrade your vocabulary, speak higher, and your life will rise to match. You're not stuck, you're silent. Say something bold, say something that scares you, and then go live it. When things go wrong, and they will, don't speak defeat. Speak adjustment. Say, I learn, I adapt, I continue. That is the mindset of mastery. The world won't always reward your effort immediately, but your subconscious will. Speak progress over perfection. Speak resilience over reaction. And soon, your voice won't just change your mind, it will change your results. Before I built anything external, I had to build it inside. A business, a reputation, a legacy, they all began with invisible conversations I had with myself. And I said things like, this will work, I will finish, I will become. That inner repetition became real. That's how faith is built, not just belief, but belief backed by voice. Speak with faith, and speak until your results match your vision. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control what you say to yourself about it. That's real power. When things go wrong, I say, this challenge is shaping me. I learn fast. I don't fold. I focus. That one internal shift changes everything. It stops the spiral and starts the solution. Speak like someone who knows the setback is just a setup for something greater. You want change? Then you must say things you've never said before. Say, I deserve success. I don't just hope, I claim. I don't just survive, I lead. These words might feel foreign at first, but don't let discomfort stop you. You've spoken weakness for years. Now it's time to speak power, even if your voice shakes, especially when it shakes. That's how you begin to shift everything. Your transformation begins the moment you stop repeating your history and start declaring your future. Say this now. I am not my past. I build new patterns. I speak new outcomes. You are not stuck. You are silent. The moment you begin to speak with intention, doors open, belief grows, change begins. Stop rehearsing your limitations. Start reciting your new reality. Speak it into motion. I speak with strength, not because life is easy, but because I refuse to be silent in the face of resistance. When the pressure rises, I say, this is where I grow. This is where I evolve. I don't retreat into old patterns. I build new ones with my voice. If you want to escape the past, speak a future that's louder than your memories. Declare who you are becoming until your actions follow. The moment you change your inner dialogue, your outer reality begins to bend. I've watched people go from invisible to unstoppable, all because they shifted what they said to themselves. Say, I am ready, I am worthy, I am no longer hiding. That phrase alone can change your posture, your presence, your pressure. Say it before you feel it, and feel it until you embody it. When you lead your thoughts, you lead your life. When you lead your words, you lead your thoughts. That chain is unbreakable, so I say, I master my words. I command my focus. I sharpen my identity. You won't always feel like the person you're becoming, but you can always speak like them. And if you speak long enough, you will look back and realize you became exactly what you declared. From this moment forward, your language is different. You speak clarity when others speak confusion. You speak action when others freeze. You speak direction when others hesitate. I say, I am the thermostat, not the thermometer. I set the tone. Carry this identity into every room, every day, every challenge. You are no longer reacting to life. You are writing it with every word. If you've made it this far, then you're not just watching, you're transforming. I want you to type this in the comments right now. I speak power into my life. Let that be your public declaration. Let others see what you've decided. Because every time you write a truth, you reinforce it, and the world needs to hear voices like yours, loud, focused, and committed to change. When you're tired, speak energy. When you're uncertain, speak clarity. Say, I know my purpose and I protect it. I'm aligned, I'm focused, I'm in motion. You don't wait for the perfect moment to believe in yourself. You speak belief until your body catches up with your voice. This is the way of the few who win, those who don't wait to feel strong. They declare strength and become it. I've studied thousands of successful people, and not one of them spoke small about their vision. They said things like, I will build it, I will become it, I will rise. That level of certainty wasn't arrogance, it was programming. You are always becoming what you rehearse. If you rehearse power, you become powerful. If you rehearse doubt, you shrink. Choose your lines wisely. Every breakthrough I've experienced began with a decision, and every decision was reinforced by the way I spoke to myself. If I wanted to change direction, I changed my language. I said, this ends now. I move forward. Say it with me. I am done waiting. I choose growth. I don't beg for change. I command it with every word I speak. Let your language draw a line in the sand. There is no force stronger than a mind that speaks with purpose. I've seen men crumble under pressure, not because they lacked strength, but because their words weakened them. I speak life into myself, especially when life tries to silence me. Say this, I create calm, I create courage, I create clarity. You are never powerless when you still have your voice. Use it wisely, use it daily. There will be people who don't believe in you, and sometimes you'll be one of them. But in those moments I remind myself, my voice is stronger than their doubt. My belief is louder than their silence. You can't borrow confidence forever. You must generate your own. Speak like someone who's tired of shrinking. Say what the stronger version of you would say, then become that person. The reason I speak so often about identity is because everything flows from it. Actions, habits, outcomes. They all begin with what you believe you are. So I ask you, who are you becoming with the words you speak? Stop saying, I'm not that kind of person. Start saying, that's who I'm becoming. Identity isn't fixed, it's formed. And your voice is the sculptor. Speak the shape of your future. Now type this in the comments to anchor the shift. My voice rewrites my future. You've spoken weakness long enough. Today, you speak renewal. Today, you speak strength. This isn't just a mantra, it's a turning point. Comment it to claim it. Let your words leave a mark. Not just on the screen, but on your subconscious. Declare it now and begin to live as the architect of your next chapter. Speak this when you feel resistance. I've handled worse. I've endured storms. This is just another rep in my training. The mind responds to familiarity. So make strength familiar. Make words of courage your baseline. Say, I keep showing up. I keep swinging. I don't lose. I learn. This isn't just motivational talk, this is mental conditioning. And it begins with what you whisper in the hard moments. Speak this right now. I create momentum. I build with intention. I move with vision. You don't rise by watching. You rise by declaring. I've trained myself to speak like everything I say builds a foundation. And guess what? It does. The words you speak are never neutral. They either build or break. Speak like you're under construction, and the result will be the life you've always envisioned. I'm not a legend because of what I said once. I'm remembered because I repeated truth until others finally heard it, and more importantly, until I believed it. You don't rise by accident, you rise by language. Speak this now. I lead my mind, I shape my path, I speak with the voice of my future. That voice is your gift, but it only becomes your reality when you use it every single day. I once said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That was not poetry, it was truth. But belief is not passive. You must feed it daily. You must speak it out loud with fire until your subconscious can no longer reject it. You don't need others to believe in you. You need to hear yourself believe in you. And when that belief becomes strong enough, nothing can stop your rise. Your thoughts shape your feelings. Your words reinforce your thoughts. If you want to change how you feel, start by changing how you speak. Say this now. My emotions are signals, not dictators. I interpret them, but I do not obey them. I move with mission, not mood. That single shift from emotional reaction to intentional direction can alter the course of your entire life. Before I go on stage, I don't wait to feel confident. I create it. I speak it. I say, I am ready. I am the right voice. I carry value. I speak with fire. This is not a performance. It's preparation. When you speak identity into your nerves, fear fades. Your voice becomes your armor. Don't wait for confidence. Craft it with your language, then walk into the moment already wearing it. Now speak it into the world. Go to the comments and type, I choose power over silence. Don't just listen, engage. Don't just absorb, declare. These words you're reading mean nothing if you don't echo them in your own voice. The world doesn't change when you whisper. It changes when you rise, when you speak, when you move. Be the one who commands transformation. Speak this before any difficult task. I don't run, I face, I don't fold, I rise. It's easy to act strong when things are smooth, but the voice of a champion is revealed when everything feels uncertain. That's when I double down on my declarations. That's when I turn doubt into fuel. You can't wait for certainty, you create it through repetition. Speak boldly in uncertain moments. The words you speak when no one's watching are the ones that shape your destiny. I don't care what you say in front of others. I care what you whisper to yourself in the dark. I've trained myself to speak victory when no one's cheering. To say, I am worthy. I am built for this. I am still in control. That's the inner fire most people lack. But you're not most people. You're waking up. There will be days when motivation disappears. Good, let it, because that's when your language must carry you. Say, I don't need to feel it to do it. I move without mood. I show up because it's who I am. That's how greatness is built. Not with perfect days, but with consistent declarations. Say it so often that your body knows the command, even when your mind hesitates. When I feel overwhelmed, I strip everything back to one phrase, one step, one move, one focus. Then I speak that into everything I do. You don't need to see the whole staircase, just the next step. Let your words guide your focus. Say, I move forward, I simplify, I act. Your clarity will return the moment your voice stops describing the storm and starts directing your next move. I'm not lucky, I'm aligned. I don't wait for life to reward me. I speak in advance. I say, I'm already prepared. I'm already the person who can handle what's coming. Your nervous system listens to repetition. It doesn't know the difference between truth and practice. It knows volume. So speak who you want to be. Speak it until your body, your habits, and your outcomes agree. Even when I'm tired, I speak energy. I say, my mission gives me strength. My words give me fire. I move with meaning. Energy follows language. Most people say they're exhausted, and they are. But it starts in their mouth. I say what I want to feel. I speak power into my system. You don't wait to feel better. You speak better until better shows up. Your words carry fuel. Use them. Remember this, the most important conversation you will ever have is the one you have with yourself every morning. It sets the tone. It sets the tempo. I begin each day by saying, I was built to lead. I was built to rise. I was built to finish. Your future doesn't start with action. It starts with articulation. Say what must be said until the world sees what you've already claimed. Midday is when most people lose their edge. That's when I want you to speak louder. Say, I am not slowing down, I'm sharpening. My second wind is mental. I choose strength when others fade. I refocus when others scroll. I am driven by vision, not by feelings. This is how leaders think. Your body listens to your words, especially when they contradict your comfort zone. Speak forward. When the noise of the world gets too loud, I speak silence into my mind. I say, I am grounded. I am unshaken. I control what enters my space. Most people let the world write their inner script. I write my own. I say what I want to hear. I remind myself of who I am. That's not arrogance, it's responsibility. Because if I don't lead my mind, someone else will. And I won't allow that. I've been broke, I've been ignored, I've been counted out. But I never stayed silent. I spoke my comeback before anyone else believed it was possible. Say this: I rise regardless of circumstances. I shine even in the dark. I don't wait for the world to recognize me. I recognize myself first. These are not just survival words. These are construction words. Build your belief brick by brick. One of the most dangerous things you can say to yourself is, maybe later. Later becomes never. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's self-sabotage in disguise. So I speak this daily. I act now. I decide now. I build now. Success doesn't arrive. It's constructed in the present moment. If you delay your voice, you delay your progress. Speak urgency. Speak movement. Speak as if your future can't wait, because it can't. Say this with me: I do hard things. I take uncomfortable action. I move without permission. These aren't affirmations. They're identities. And I don't say them once. I say them every day until my mind stops questioning and starts believing. You can't speak greatness occasionally and expect it to stick. Speak it repeatedly, relentlessly, until it echoes louder than doubt ever could. Every excuse begins with a sentence. I'm tired, I'm too busy, I'll start later. And every breakthrough begins with one, too. I'm ready. I move now. No more delay. I've trained myself to kill the excuse as soon as it forms. I speak progress before the problem becomes permanent. That's the edge you need. That's how you separate from average. Speak like your life has urgency, because it does. I don't chase perfection, I chase progress. And I speak that daily. I don't have to get it all right, I just have to keep going. Too many people delay greatness because their voice is trapped in hesitation. Don't wait until you feel ready. Readiness is created in movement. Speak motion, speak consistency, speak like the only thing that matters is the next step, and then take it. When I feel doubt creep in, I don't resist it, I redirect it. I say, I hear you, but I don't obey you, I choose power. You can't always stop negative thoughts, but you can drown them with declarations. That's how I win. That's how I protect my future. My voice is louder than my fears. My declarations are stronger than my distractions. And every day, I speak the life I want, on purpose. Now leave your final mark in the comments. I am the voice of my future. That's not just a sentence, it's a legacy. You've practiced, you've declared, you've led. This is your confirmation. Don't scroll past it, seal it. The world may not hear your words yet, but your mind has. And that's where change truly begins. This isn't the end, it's your beginning, and your voice is now unstoppable. I've never met a successful person who didn't speak with discipline. They didn't complain, they didn't gossip, they didn't speak defeat, they spoke strategy, growth, and vision. So I say, I don't waste words, I build with every sentence. You don't need to speak more, you need to speak better. Be precise, be powerful. Your words are your blueprints. Speak only what builds. When I'm uncertain, I don't get quiet, I get clear. I say, I decide, I trust, I move forward. Indecision is where dreams go to die. But decisive words breathe momentum into hesitation. You don't have to know every detail, you just need to declare the next move. And that move starts with voice. Speak the decision before it exists. Your words will light the path as you walk it.